Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Caradonna Adventures Master Series. Today we have Cynthia Peters from Magic Resorts in the Philippines, representing Magic Ocean Resort and Magic Island Resort, two beautiful resorts that we are going to have the opportunity to take a look at where they are right now and travel there virtually with Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Take it away.
Thank you, Elisa, and good morning, everybody from the tropical Philippines. I'm Cynthia, and I'm going to give you a lot of information today about diving in the Philippines and our two magic resorts. So I put together a PowerPoint presentation full with videos and photos. I'm trying to squeeze in as much information as possible within the next 30 minutes. But if I'm lacking information, if you have any questions, please leave a comment and your questions will be answered. So before we go to the actual presentation, first a little bit more information about the Philippines itself. Philippines is a bigger country than you might think. From north to south, it's over 1,100 miles. It has more than 7,000 islands. So there's a lot of destinations to choose from. But I will make it a little bit easier for you by saying that this red box you see is the best area you can go. And that's exactly where we are located, Magic Resorts. So if we zoom that area a little bit more in, we end up in the Visayas. So you see the mandarin fish on the west coast of Cebu Island in Malboal, and you see the pygmy seahorse all the way on the right on the southeast of Bohol Island in Anda. So traveling from the USA, it's really easy because if traveling starts again, you can fly LAX, Cebu City straight without any layovers. So once arrived in Cebu City, it's only a 2.5-hour drive over the mountain all the way to Malboal, and that's where we start. We end up in Magic Island, a small, cozy resort at the west coast of Cebu Island. So, as a movie says more than 1,000 words, I would like to show you a little movie about the resort and the diving. So, let's watch. Yeah, so a movie says more than 1,000 words. So I'm gonna do a little bit more in detail now. So, like I said already, Magic Island is a small and cozy resort, but has everything that you need. The cottages are around the pool or with ocean view. If you have your preference, just let us know and we try to arrange it for you. So the rooms itself, you can have double room, a twin room, and even triple occupancy is possible. You have your own private bathroom, of course, a split silent aircon, your safe, your cabinet, and even a private balcony. The resort itself, of course, we have a bar, a restaurant, and the most important part, the dive center. But we also have a small massage area where you can enjoy a massage by one of our massage ladies, or just read a book in our small library, lecture, marine life, all kind of books you can find here. So this is definitely my favorite picture of the resort, taken by night from our house reef. You can see here at the bottom, the lightened area, our dive center. And on top is a huge terrace where we have dinner in the evening, where we can enjoy the silent sound of the ocean and enjoy all the lights at the southern part of Cebu. So talking about the house reef, and that's where the diving part starts. This is a similar picture taken by daylight. As you can see, only a few steps from the dive center, you enter the house reef already. So it's really easy. You grab a buddy, you grab a tank, and within a few steps, you can enjoy some amazing diving already. The house reef is open 24/7, so whenever you feel like, you can go for a dive. So after a 1-minute swim on the house reef, you'll find a slopey area where the corals start already, with hard corals, soft corals, an amazing start of your dive. And after about 5 minutes swim, you will reach a wall of 180 feet. It's incredible. You can find all kinds of critters in all those corals, and loads of turtles. I think the record at the moment is on 18 turtles in total, so green sea turtles, hawkbills. It's just an amazing start of your dive experience here on Magic Island. But the most special thing about the house reef is the mating mandarin fish. The mating mandarin fish you can spot every night on our own house reef, and it's an incredible challenge for underwater photographers. These tiny but beautiful colored fish, they swim around in a coral looking for their buddy, and they come up together like just in this picture, and within 2 seconds they disappear in the corals again. So as an underwater photographer, you need to have the perfect timing to get a shot like this, and it's not so easy as it sounds. But aside from our house reef, you saw it already in the movie earlier, we have 3 traditional banca boats that can bring you in almost 30 dive sites in the area. So I have a dive site map ready for you here. At the bottom of the peninsula, Malboal, you see Magic Island. All the way up north at North Point is only 30 minutes away from the resort. So within this time frame, you will find already 25 plus dive sites. So you can see in the description, most of it is coral gardens and coral walls. But we do have a little wreck, Copton Point here at the top. We do have some mud diving here at the bottom. And we do have Pescador Island, the most impressive dive site here in the neighborhood. Pescador is a small little island and protected by our local government. So the corals are incredibly healthy, and you can easily spend 4 or 5 dives there on a weekly basis. So definitely something that will not bore you. And the most popular sighting here in Malboal are the sardines. The sardines are here whole year around, every day. And like I said earlier, I can explain, but let's watch the movie. yeah, the sardines. It's just incredible how those millions of sardines are swimming around you. Something that will never be boring. The good thing about those sardines is that it catches a lot of predators. It attracts a lot of predators. So if you swim a little bit further away from those sardines, a little bit more in the blue, it's really likely that you can find a lot of predators catching their lunch. So turtles, tunas, and whale sharks are often seen as well. But whale sharks are not the only sharks. The treasure shark. So normally when we do a presentation in Europe, we explain a little bit how the treasure shark does its job and where the treasure shark gets his name from. But I assume I don't have to explain it to you guys. But I have a nice video for you that shows you how this treasure shark catches his lunch. So let's watch. Yeah, it's amazing to see how these sharks knock out their prey. So it's really easy for them to catch them and just eat it. So incredible. It's occasionally, but they are here, and the chance is there that you will see them during your dive with the sardines. So what else do we have in Malboal? Well, I said already, Pescador Island, protected by our local government. Corals like these, hard corals, soft corals, incredibly colorful. You can easily spend many, many hours here. But the walls you saw just in the map, they're all covered in corals like this. And what can you find in those corals? Well, for example, these cuties. The Denise pygmy seahorse is maybe the smallest seahorse you can find here. You can barely see them with your eye, so a magnifying glass would not be, would be nice to have one of those. I think this one was a lucky shot, because obviously this Denise pygmy seahorse is pregnant, which doesn't say that it's a female, because as you might know, seahorses, even male and female seahorses, carry their babies. So it's just a nice shot I just wanted to share with you. And more corals, big fins, huge fins, lionfish, maybe not your favorite, but they are here, same as this green sea turtle. I just mentioned already green sea turtles. There are plenty of them on our house reef already only. But of course, we also have the hawkbills and a few other kind of turtles. I said already that it's really likely that you will see a whale shark during your regular dive. The Philippines is a country with one of the biggest whale shark populations in the world. Especially here in the Visayas, whale sharks are often seen during a regular dive. But if you're not that lucky, we do organize day trips to Oslo, where we do diving and snorkeling with the friendly giants. There are actually not a lot of dive resorts that are allowed to dive with them, but we are, and we are happy to bring you there. This shot is taken during a dive, but we normally advise to do one dive and one snorkel, because this shot perfectly shows during your dive you see them from below, and during your snorkel you see them on eye level. So you will have two completely different interactions with them, and it's just an incredible day, which is fully organized by ourselves. So we bring our own dive masters, kitchen staff, who will prepare you a delicious barbecue lunch. It's just a lot of fun on this day, with a lot of great interaction with these incredible animals. So to show you a little bit how diving at Oslo looks like, I have a video ready for you. So let's watch. Yeah, so a day at Oslo, it's a perfect day during whatever day. The good thing about Oslo is that the dive is really shallow. So you can even have this Oslo trip on your last day before you fly. If you would like to have a little bit more culture and would like to see a little bit more of Cebu Island, we do have amazing day trips. One of them is a visit to the Kawasan waterfalls, which is the most popular and most beautiful waterfalls here in the whole of the Philippines. You can either just do a little bit of sightseeing, swim a little bit, have a relaxing day, enjoy the view, or if you would like to have a little bit more adventure, you can do the canyoneering. So it's a great day, or to break up your diving days, or for your last day when you're not allowed to dive because of your flight, to see a little bit more of the island. So that brings me actually to the last slide of Magic Island. I'm gonna bring you now to our other property, Magic Oceans. So first, the map of the Visayas again. Bohol, all the way in the southeast of Bohol Island, where the pygmy seahorse is huge in this picture. There are actually two ways to go to Bohol. You can either fly to Cebu City, catch the ferry, and go all the way by car to Anda, or you can fly straight into Bohol Island. There are a few international flights flying straight to Bohol or over Manila, a lot of options. The sales agents of Caradonna can advise you on how to get here best. Whatever you choose, from Bohol Airport or from the ferry port, it's about 1.5 to 2 hour drive to this paradise. So Magic Oceans. Magic Oceans is a new resort, opened only 5 years ago, so relatively new. And we are just in a secluded corner of paradise. Bohol Island is an incredibly green island. As you can see in this picture here, we don't have any neighbors. We are far away from mass tourism. So there is not a lot of places in the world where you can say that you can feel like you're the only diver in the world. I can tell you, in Anda, you will feel like you're the only diver in the world. So zoom this a little bit in. Magic Oceans. The difference between Magic Oceans and Magic Island is that in Magic Oceans is bigger. Everything is a little bit bigger. The banca boats are bigger. The bungalows are a bit bigger. So everything is a little bit more spacious. So since 1.5 years, we have a pier, a jetty. So it's easy for you to jump on and off the boat. And we have a man-made beach where you can just enjoy the view, the sunset, or have a romantic dinner if you'd like. So once again, as a movie says more than 1,000 words, I would like to show you a little video about the resort and the diving in Magic Oceans. So let's watch. So yeah, Magic Oceans. The ambience and the setup are similar to Magic Island, the other resort. But like I said, it's just a little bit more spacious. So if we go to the room, you will notice already, all the basics are the same. So you will have your split silent aircon, you will have your safe, your cabinet, your private bedroom, your private balcony. And on top, you'll have your king size bed and a couch that can be set up as a triple bed or an extra bed if needed. So yeah, your spacious private bedroom, a fridge, coffee and tea supplies, and on top, your own private Wi-Fi router. Wi-Fi is at both resorts free of charge throughout the resort. And Magic Oceans, you will have your own router. So if you need to do some work, or if you just would like to share your dive pictures with the rest of the world, you can just do it from your cottage where you have guaranteed internet. But of course, in the bar, in the restaurant, you will have Wi-Fi as well. So before we go to the diving part, you saw already a little preview in the video, our brand new spa. The spa opened her doors just a few months ago, so it's really, really brand new. And we are happy to announce the services we offer on top of all the other services we do. The Mahika Spa has a yoga terrace where you can do some exercise, 2 massage areas, 2 massage rooms for a couple treatment or a single treatment, and of course a pedicure and a manicure. So the yoga terrace, you can have your own exercise if you'd like, but we do have a yoga instructor available for you who does weekly classes on the beach, or you can have your own private workout if you'd like. But yeah, the most important part of the dive resort is the dive center. As you can see in the picture at the right bottom, you will have your own spot. It's the same in Magic Island, you will have your own spot with your name on it. So you can just hang up your dive gear, put your booties, fins, mask on the crate on the ground, and it will just stay there for the rest of your holiday. So you don't have to worry where you left it the day before. It will just be there where you left it the last day. Camera rooms as well, with all the accessories you need, air guns, etc. And posters to give you a little bit of preview about what to expect from the underwater world. So Magic Oceans has also a really nice house reef, which is open 24/7. But we do have 29 other dive sites to bring you. So if you ask me how to describe diving in this area, it's hard and easy at the same time, because it's just a great combination between basically everything. We have coral gardens, we have walls, we have small caves, we have mud diving, and we even have mangroves. So if you love macro, if you love big stuff, if you like sandy bottoms, whatever, Anda has it all. So like I said already, we are far away from mass tourism, and there is not a lot of divers in this area. We share 10 miles of coastline with only a few other dive operators. So corals like these in an incredible condition, you will be maybe a little bit spoiled after diving in Anda. So just a few shots about the corals here in the area. This fan, for example, is easily 6 feet. You can see it on the diver. It's just massive, and it's incredible to dive. So, what to find in these corals? Once again, a seahorse, but not the Denise seahorse. This is the Barkivanti seahorse, which is a little bit bigger than the Denise seahorse. It's hard to say with marine life it's a guarantee, but this one is almost a guarantee. And this one you can see with your eyes without magnifying glass. So that's easy. But if that's not big enough, we have loads of other seahorses. That's a good thing about Anda. Anda is a critter paradise, loads of critters and all kind of species. So seahorses from small to a little bit bigger. This octopus, for example, the blue-ringed octopus, is on bucket list of a lot of divers, and we have them here in the Visayas and in Anda. Don't make it angry because it's quite dangerous. This one is already a little bit irritated because the rings are quite bright. But yeah, it's just an incredible, incredible octopus. But we have more: the flamboyant cuttlefish, the bobtail squid, the mimic octopus, the wonderpuss, you name it. It goes beyond and beyond. And it's the same with frogfish. Frogfishes, yeah, I normally say they are so ugly that they are cute. Like these clown frogfish, a giant frogfish, hairy frogfish, you name it. The funny thing about a frogfish is that it adapts to its environment. So you might think that you're looking at the clown frogfish, but it's actually a ratty frogfish. And that brings me to the seminars that we have in Magic Oceans. Our dive center manager in Magic Oceans is a marine biologist, and he gives seminars about, for example, frogfishes. So 2 or 3 times in the week in the bar at 5 p.m., he can give you all the information about the amazing critters you find. And for example, the frogfish. So if you're not sure what kind of frogfish you're looking at, just show him the picture and he can tell you what kind of frogfish it is and why. So between the dives, we love to go to the beach and have a beach barbecue. And we are not the only ones who love it. Also the locals love it and the guests love it. So it's a great way to just enjoy your service interval and enjoy your lunch before we go back into the water. So the mantis shrimp with eggs, yeah, some people say there is a season for it. We did not really figure it out, but it's just an amazing shot. So a little bit bigger stuff again, jackfish. This is a big school of jackfish, and it's a video, so let's watch. Yeah, so from small stuff to bigger stuff, Anda has it all. The Visayas have it all. Like this, for example, going back to the smaller ones. We do have a fixed schedule, dive schedule. So we have 2 morning dives in the morning and 1 dive in the afternoon. But on request, we can do night dives and even black water dives. This beautiful picture is made during a black water dive, and it's just simply amazing how the pictures look like during a black water dive. It's a little bit weather dependent on the weather circumstances. So if you would like to do a night dive or black water dive, just discuss it with the resort manager and he will arrange it for you. So back to the critters, nudies, loads of nudibranchs. I think we stopped counting at the 300 species. Because it's unbelievable how many species we have. You hate them or you love them. I love them, so I cannot help myself to give you a little bit preview about the species we have here. And my favorite, Sean the sheep. Who doesn't know Sean the sheep? It's incredibly tiny, so you cannot see them with your bare eye. So if you're diving and the dive master is pointing at something and you have no clue what you're looking at, I hope you have a macro lens with you. Take a shot and it's most likely Sean the sheep. We have 3 species of them, the pinkish one, the white one, and the green one. And it's actually the only animal in the world who does photosynthesis. So yeah, this is a really special one, and you will see it, hopefully. After the diving, we go back to the resort. This is just a nice shot about how green Bohol Island is. And then something quite new. In Magic Island, we have it as well. In Bohol, since a few months now also, whale shark interaction. So if you're a little bit tired of all those small stuff, we do have big stuff. and whale sharks is one of them. So once again, if you're not lucky enough to see them during your regular dive, we do offer half-day trips from Magic Oceans as well. So you can make one dive or one snorkel with the Friendly Giants in Magic Oceans. What to do on your last day? What to do if you cannot dive because of your ears? Well, we do have loads of day trips, and you saw it already in the video. We have adventure, we have some sightseeing, but whatever you choose, the chocolate hills and the cute Taché monkey will definitely be part of it. So on your last day, Bohol has just a lot of things to offer. And that brings me at the end of the day, and also almost the end of this presentation. When the sun is about to set, once a week we go out with the boat, and it's just simply amazing what you see there, enjoying the sunset, have a drink. Some people call it booze cruise, we call it the sunset cruise. Have a look, let's watch. So that was the end of my presentation. I think we're going back to Elisa. If you're not convinced, at caradonna.com you will find several blogs about Malbal and Anda. So if you don't get enough, just go to their website and you can find more information.
Thank you, Cynthia. That was just amazing. The variety of marine life, the nudibranchs. Who doesn't love a nudibranch? So, and also we have had several of our agents travel to the resorts. Cami Akins, our VP, and Amy Garrow were recently there, and they were able to do the whale shark. I think it was in Oslo, and they did Chocolate Hills, and they just loved it. Their pictures were amazing as well. So we're going to go ahead now to Kim Mackey, who has been managing the questions both on Facebook and on our chat. And Kim, you can come on board and let us know what everybody's thinking. Thanks, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Hi, Cynthia. It's Kim. How you doing?
Hello. How are you? Good.
Good. So we had some people asking about the best time to go to the resorts as far as weather goes and diving conditions and what water temperatures they can expect kind of year round.
Yeah. We basically dive the whole year around. So diving wise, whole year around is okay. Summer here is really hot, and that's about now. So May, June is pretty much the hottest month. But if you really need to point out a period, then I would say September until late July. That would be the best time to come. Especially in Magic Oceans, where it's open sea, the wind might be a little bit stronger in August. So if you don't like a lot of wind, then yeah.
Okay, what about the water temperatures?
Oh, that's Fahrenheit. Yeah, normally it varies between 26 and 29 Celsius, which is, I believe, in 80 to 85 Fahrenheit. Am I correct?
We'll check that out. We'll do the conversion. Also, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had some people asking for a little more info on the Oslo trip, if that's a full day trip, how long it takes to get there, if lunch is included, or kind of how that works.
Is that Oslo Magic Island or Magic Oceans?
Sorry, Magic Island.
Magic Island, okay. Oslo is about 1.5 hours away from the resort. It's a full day trip. So we even have breakfast at the shore in Oslo. So you will leave early at the resort, 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning, and you arrive back around 2 after the barbecue lunch. So you arrive at the shore, have some breakfast. The divers will be ready to gear up and make a shore dive. It's a shore dive. And for the non-divers, they go for the snorkeling. So when the divers are back to the shore, we do the second session, whether it's diving or snorkeling. And then the staff will prepare a nice barbecue lunch. And after the barbecue lunch, we head back to the resort. It's even possible to combine it with the Caradonna Falls I showed you. So the Caradonna Falls are on the way back. So if you're not done with the day yet, we can drop them at the Caradonna Falls to get the maximum out of their day.
Okay. And what about the logistics of trying to do a combo trip to both resorts? How would that work?
That's a good question. Normal traditional way is by car and ferry. So when you leave Magic Island, for example, Magic Island going to Magic Oceans, it's about a 2-hour drive going to the ferry port in Cebu City, 2 hours on the ferry going to Tagbilaran on Bohol, and another 1.5 hour going to Magic Oceans. So normally you will leave Magic Island around 8 a.m. and you will arrive in Magic Oceans around 3 p.m. So there is still plenty of time to make an afternoon dive or a night dive or relax the rest of your day if you skip the diving. Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't seem too difficult. And I know we have some packages on that as well, if anybody's interested. Also, can you touch a little bit more on the dive boats as far as how many divers they hold and how long it takes to get to the dive sites at each resort?
Yeah, to start with Magic Island, the Banca boats are big enough. So they vary between suitable for 6 and 12 divers. So it depends a little bit. If we have a big group, we split them up. The dive sites are all within 30 minutes by boat. So it's actually not that far from the resort itself. In Magic Oceans, everything is a bit bigger. So the boats as well. The biggest boat in Magic Oceans can easily carry 20 divers. And then you're not even squeezed in between each other. In Anda, the dive sites are a little bit more spreaded. So the mangroves are the furthest dive sites, and that's like 40-45 minutes away by boat.
Okay.
Does that cover it?
Yeah, I think so. Just a couple more questions. We were wondering if you had a photo center at either of the resorts.
A photo center?
Yes, for photographers.
As in camera space?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. Yeah, in Magic Oceans it's a bit bigger with air guns and stuff. In Magic Island we just built it actually. It's actually ready since a few months with air guns and some lights where you can take care of your camera. Yeah, we do.
Okay. I think the last question we had was just about the diving itself. Are there a lot of currents, or is it good for all levels of divers? Do you need to be experienced divers, or can you have a new diver come there?
Yeah, it's really easy diving, especially in Malboal. We hardly know what current is here, so it's really easy going diving. In Anda, there might be a little bit current, but it's not so extreme as other extreme places here in the middle of the ocean. In Anda, it's good for beginners. The current is not that strong, but there might be periods that there might be a little bit of drift diving, but it's not that extreme. There are no washing machines or whatsoever.
Okay, and I think we just had one last question from Mary on Facebook. She wanted to know more about the Chocolate Hills and other activities that you offer, and would Magic Oceans be the better option for somebody that's more interested in topside kind of activities over the two resorts?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bohol Island. If you're not a diver, you can easily spend a week, 2, 3, maybe even a month on Bohol, because Bohol has so much to offer. It's such a beautiful island. The Taché monkey is really rare. You can find it in Bohol. The Chocolate Hills, it's definitely a must-see when you're in Bohol. But we also have hiking tracks, rice fields, local markets, you name it. It's a beautiful island and lots to see and explore. Yeah.
Okay, great. I think that covers all the questions. Elisa, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Kim. I know you're a hiker, so you'll probably have a blowhole in your plans, and your husband can dive while you hike and go visit the Chocolate Mountains and do some zip lining. That looked really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I was hoping to head there myself this year, so as soon as borders open, I'm sure we'll have a lot of clients who can't wait to get to the Philippines, especially photographers and families and our agents. So thank you, Cynthia, and send
You're
our
welcome.
best to
Thank you.
Ari and Desiree, the owners. We miss not seeing you all, but we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
take
Have a
care.
good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.